Moving to sports now, Gukesh's quest to become just India's second chess world champion will begin on 25th of November. Mental conditioning coach Paddy Upton has been helping the teenager with his preparations. Upton spoke to WION Sports correspondent Vidur Kathuria on the importance of the mental side of the sport. He also discussed India's chances at the Vidur Gavaskar Trophy. Listen in.
Chess is such a cerebral sport. Give us an insight into the kind of mental conditioning one needs to excel in such a game.
Yeah, that mental conditioning, it's important for all sports. And interestingly, I've worked in 20 different sports now at the highest level over the last 20 odd years. And although the sports are very different, the principles of mental conditioning, of preparing excellently, not overestimating your opponent, not underestimating it, of managing pressure, managing fear, doubts, insecurities, navigating distractions, staying focused on task. All of those things are equally applicable, those principles, across all sports, including chess. They just applied very differently. And I would say the one thing that stands out with chess compared to the other 19 sports that I've worked with, and in fact, probably most other sports, is the other sports, the primary skill or talent is some physical attribute, whether it's hitting a ball, bowling a ball, tackling someone, running, jumping, throwing, etc. And the mental side is just part of supporting that, primary physical skill, where chess, the primary skill is the mental skill. That's the talent. And I'm working so directly with the primary skill of success in chess compared to the other sports.
Okay, in terms of the way you're helping Gukesh, he's already had such a brilliant year in chess, but this is the World Championship. Do you think he's in the best possible state heading into that big series against Ding Liren?
One of the real gifts and talents that Gukesh has got is that he is a genuinely big match temperament player. He's someone who the real big moments get the best out in him. That's very unique. There's less than a handful of athletes at any given time in a sport that actually have that ability to play their best under the highest pressure. We saw that in him winning the candidates at the age of 17. We saw recently in some real clutch and high pressure games during the Chess Olympiad, he was able to deliver his best. So it really sets him up with something like this, a really big tournament where most players or most athletes, they need to get around managing the pressure, the anxiety, the stress of something so big. He's someone who naturally, it's going to get the best out of him. And I would sort of liken him to a Virat Kohli going to a T20 World Cup final earlier this year. We just knew that was going to bring the best out in Virat because those big moments do. And Gukesh is very similar in that regard.